Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're playing at home and they're trying. Take advantage of this home crowd. Build some momentum early. You don't see a lot of onside kicks to start the game. They tried it, but it failed. And now we're going to have to see what their defense can do, taking the field right away.
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking for a man, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab, it's Moore. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Clemson is quick to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Rifles it down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Buys a little extra time. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Right. Oh, it's early. but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Gonna run it. It's Durham. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Just feeds the running back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. LSU quick to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Klubnik. Flips it out to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that swing pass is basically just an extension of the run game, trying to get the back out on the perimeter of the field, but nice job by the defense making the tackle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it in, it's Moore. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him this time. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the ground with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Ocean from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. He's going to let it go. Pulls it in down the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown LSU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Steps out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 31, and that is the way to get yourself a little daylight.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. That's it, flies. Makes the grab. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
He wants to throw it again. He lets one fly deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively, you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants to take the top off. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But you're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. That's caught. It's Randall. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead with the 6. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters.
21, LSU, 14.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Klubnik. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Got it in the middle. It's Randall. Oh, a lot of space. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Clemson will come to the line with the first and goal. To the air, it's Klubnik. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 5-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Paul.
He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking for the score. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season. But